Harvey, that's not the point.
Well, what does he expect? We're two grown people. I'm 38.
Yes, Harvey, but we have made love. That's why Eric isn't talking to you.
Mind you, we did break the 11th commandment.
The 11th commandment?
Thou shalt not get caught. Cut me dead again yesterday.
Well, he doesn't have so much to say to me either.
Well, I'm sorry his nose is still out of joint, but we mustn't let it spoil it for us. I mean, it's been a fortnight. Let's go up the bakehouse.
Huh. I thought you'd like a nice cup of tea before you went out.
He ain't going out.
What? But it's Saturday night.
I can't chuck money around. Saving up by my own place.
I have offered to treat Harvey to the cinema.
Can't let a lady pay for me.
Yeah, but I would like to see the Jolson story too, Harvey.
Oh, me and all. You can treat me if you like, Frida. I ain't proud.
Yes, OK. We shall go.
Yeah.
If Harvey wishes to stay at home.
I ain't staying in by myself.
Oh, no, hang on, it's me bucket, see? Wait a minute. There. No, you go out. Go out and let me go in. No, you go out and I'll go out.
I'll go out. You go
Right.
in. Yeah,
I go in.
Can I help you, madam?
I'm so relieved to find a hairdresser still open in this terrible weather.
Oh, we never close, madam. We're like the windmill.
I trust that's the only similarity.
Well, how can I help you?
I'm going to have arms like a docker, Mrs. Moon.
I'd like
It's
a
not fair,
permanent
you know.
wave, and
Otherwise Janice can't pull
I'd
her
like
weight.
perhaps a tint,
In and out,
because
in and out, all
I do
day
have one or
long.
two blonde hairs.
Oh,
I
can I have a go,
touched
Mrs. Moon?
Veronica, you don't have to fill them that full.
I worked it out earlier. If I fill them that full, it means less journey, see? So that's why if I do it to the top, at the end of the day, I've got one old bucket that's left over, see?
Veronica, buckets. I am sorry. I'm afraid we're unable to offer permanent waving facilities at the moment because my electricity is fluctuating.
Oh, dear.
Well, perhaps when the thaw arrives.
Yes. Personally, I hold Mr. Attlee 100% responsible.
Oh, mind you, he don't have much use for the curling tongs, does he? I'll see you again.
Can I have some water for a rinse, Ron?
Yeah.
Have you felt this?
Yeah, it's freezing, isn't it? Don't you say it.
Veronica?
If you hold it up, I can tell. How much?
2 bob, girl.
What would that be, Uncle?
Well, it is best quality bristle. Are you just looking there, love?
Have you got any donkey stones?
Sorry, girl, donkey's died. Are you looking or buying, lady?
Many of our movement fought and died for the British Empire. And I myself am proud to wear my campaign medals before you today. Now, you're in favour of the renaissance of the British nation, ain't you, love?
I'm in favour of anything that'll get the buses running on time.
Now, who fought this war? We all did, side by side, together. And who won this war?
Us.
Us! All of us, as a great nation.
Evening. How's tricks? Well, what can I say?
You can say you will leave my sister alone.
Miserable old sod.
You been at that, Eric, again?
Oh, of course, you're well in with him now. I don't know how you can stand him.
Because I happen to agree with him. You shouldn't go meddling with his sister. After all, they're a different race from us, Harvey. I mean, you cross a cat and a dog, and what do you get?
A cog or a dat?
What?
Look, I've known you all my life. You still have the power to amaze me, some of the crap you come out with.
There's no need to talk like that, Harvey. I'm only expressing my opinion.
Well, a bloke's got a right to expect his old woman to back him up.
Well, the Jews are different from us, Harvey. There's no point in denying it. For a start, they're a lot wilier than what we are. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't own all the banks and the factories in this house.
Who have you been talking to?
Well, there was this bloke on a soapbox down Ridley Road. Good speak, he wasn't all.
He give you this?
What? Oh, I haven't had time to read it yet.
But this is Nazi propaganda.
Don't be daft, Harvey. They was all English. The man on the soapbox had got medals on.
One of Mosley's mob, was he?
No, this is a new crowd. Union movement.
But they're all fascists.
I thought you was all for unions.
Oh, blimey. Black shirt, was he?
I didn't notice his shirt.
I'll have to bring this up at council. Can't have Nazis parading around the streets of Hackney.
Oh, that's right, son. You start up a committee. Take your mind off it.
Enter. Sorry, Moon. No, we are not replacing the cane with heavier artillery, simply testing the balance of the new bats.
Are you related to Dennis and Leslie then, sir?
No, if only. Well, yes, I suppose. Tenuously. Well, all Comptons must spring from a common root, eh? Anyway, I'm sure you weren't sent here to see me to talk about my ancestry. What is it this time? Accidentally blown up the chemistry laboratory, have we?
No, I haven't been sent, sir. I've come off my own back.
Streak of masochism in the family, eh?
No, Royal Church of England.
You must get it from your mother.
What?
Look, Moon, why are you here?
It's about the school trip at Easter, sir. Mr. Boynton said at registry he'd be writing to all our parents about paying for it.
Indeed.
Well, I don't think my mum and dad can afford it. And it'd only be embarrassing for them if they had to not let me go because they ain't got the money. So I'd rather he didn't write to them at all.
Yeah, don't you want to go on the trip, Moon?
Of course, but that ain't the point, is it?
You're growing up, aren't you?
I think I must be. I've started looking at girls.
Well, you'll be doing biology next year, won't you, Moon?
Mum, how long are you going to be with that fire? Blooming freezing next door.
Don't you knock before you enter a lady's boudoir?
I don't know. What's a boudoir?
Oh, you've got a lot of nice things in store for you when you're bigger.
I am bigger. I've grown 3 inches since Christmas.
I didn't mean that.
I had a really funny dream last night about Jane Russell.
That's what I meant.
Mum, Leo gave me a lift.
Oh,
Rita.
blimey. You go next door. You tell him I will be a minute.
What do you mean?
Go on! Oh.
I hate to rush you, Rita, but the tickets are for 7:30.
Now, look, you're wasting your time. She's putting her makeup on, so she'll probably be ages. What flick you going to see?
They're going to the theatre.
Oh, you're very posh, ain't you, Uncle Leo?
Stanley, don't be so rude.
Well, he is.
Why do you say that?
We always go to the theatre and opera and concerts and things.
I enjoy sport as well.
No, you don't.
Of course. When I was your age, I never missed a West Ham game.
West Ham ain't sport.
I also have a penchant for greyhound racing.
God, do ya?
In fact, I recently bought part of a greyhound.
You should have got an old one.
Did you get the bit that eats or the bit...
Stanley!
I went to halves with a friend. His name's Lucky Devil.
What, your friend?
Silly.
Do you like dogs, Stanley?
Yeah, I like animals, but the council don't let you have pets in a prefab.
Oh, well, then you must help me exercise, Lucky.
Really?
We can train him for the Greyhound Derby.
Oh, great.
Once the weather improves.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Leo.
As always, it was worth the wait.
Hey, Mum, Uncle Leo's got a greyhound.
What show are we going to see?
Beatrice Lilly in Better Late.
Oh, they must have named that show after you, Mum.
Hey, Mum, how do you train greyhounds?
And, if necessary, we will stop the fascists the way we stopped them in the East End in 1936.
Pardon me?
United together. Ordinary
Harvey.
working people, shoulder to shoulder.
You weren't there, Harvey.
Eh?
I can remember when Mosley marched to the East End. You was in Bournemouth.
Anyone would think I was on bleeding holiday. I was earning my living playing football, but my mind was with the lads in Cable Street.
I know. That's why you gave away 2 penalties.
Oh, you would remember that. Well, what do you think of the speech?
Well, the fella in Ridley Road was better.
So much for solidarity.
Nice looking and all.
Oh, blimey, who's that?
Someone at the door.
You've been taking funny pills? Oh, Mr. Compton, come in. Nothing wrong, is there?
Set your right address, Mr. Moon. I just wanted a brief word out of school. I thought I'd never make it.
Mine? Mum, this is Mr. Compton, who's head of...
Just fetched a nasty crack, I heard.
No, who's head of Stanley's school.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Compton? Can I get you a cold compress for your bonds?
No, please don't get up. I'm quite all right. Mrs.
Moon.
Of course.
Do sit down, Mr. Compton.
Thank you.
Harvey, get Mr. Compton a drink.
We ain't got no drink.
No, I'm quite all right. Won't be the first time I've bumped my pate. Won't be the last.
Something wrong at school, eh?
I thought Rita always took care of school matters.
Mum, Stanley in trouble?
Au contraire.
Really?
This morning your son revealed to me a sensitivity hitherto unmanifested.
Is that good?
Let me explain.
I wish you would.
Before the war, it was a tradition at St. John the Baptist, as a Church of England grammar school, to take first formers on an Easter study trip to Canterbury. And this Easter, we're able to revive the practice. This morning, however, your son came to me and asked me not to write to you or his mother for the usual parental contribution, as you were both temporarily embarrassed.
Oh, I don't know about embarrassed, but Harvey's harassing.
Mum.
However, I know that young Stanley would very much like to go on this pilgrimage.
So you come round to put the screws on us? Well, I'm afraid the boy's right. Me and his mum are both totally strapped for cash.
No, you misunderstand me. I'm here to offer a contribution from the Founders Fund to pay for Stanley.
Oh, that's very Christian of you, Mr. Compton.
I'm sorry, Mr. Compton. I know you mean well, but I can't accept that. It's charity.
Well, with respect, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, Harvey.
After all, Mrs. Moon, blessed is he that casteth his bread upon the water, for it shall be returned 1,000-fold.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's getting colder. I don't care. You really like this sort of music, then?
It grows on you.
So the waltz.
I like this bit.
You've changed your tune.
That's very amusing.
Well, I mean, you used to be all friendlies, having a good time.
Well, I have a good time with Leo. We had front stalls last night.
You know what I mean. I've never caught you on the sea with him like I did with you and Monty.
Don't mention his name, please.
Well, I mean, he never stays here, does he? And his mum's a right old dragon. So what do you, you know, do it.
Suppose I told you we didn't do it. Oh, God. Who's that? It's your father. I never did it with him either.
You must have done, at least twice.
Come on. Oh, come in. We was just talking about you.
I didn't even ask to have a tit out there.
Do you fancy an oxo?
Not half.
Yeah, beat him up a bit.
I had a visit from Mr. Compton last night.
What?
Stanley's headmaster.
Oh, lucky old Joe.
He had a thing, there's this school trip coming up that all Stanley's year will be going on.
Well, he come on the ear roll for money, did he? Cheeky bugger.
No, it wasn't that.
Well, you'll have to pay him up to my fringe in debt over the salon.
I told him.
Oh, thank you very much, telling everyone my business.
I'm skint and all.
Well, he can't go then, can he?
No, listen, the reason Compton come round was to offer to pay for Stanley out of school funds.
Really? Well, he can go, can't he?
No, he can't.
Out.
Lovely.
Why can't he?
Because if we ain't got nothing else, we've got our pride.
Oh, my God.
No, I think Dad's right.
Have you been earwigging in there, have you?
Well, the wall ain't exactly thick, is it?
Now, look. I only come round with Philly women, but Compton said. Didn't have to, you know.
Oh, no, I'm only the boy's mother.
It's charity, Reed.
Yes, it is, and God knows we could do with some. After all, isn't that what your socialism's all about, Harvey? You know, free teeth, free specs, free funerals.
That's different.
How's it different?
You wouldn't understand.
I understand that Compton is offering to let the boy go with the others, and you're too bleeding stubborn to agree.
What does Nan say?
She agrees with your mum.
Oh, does she? Well, I still think I'm right.
But supposing word got out, I'm a counsellor, a man with a bit of standing in Hackney. I've got to be able to carry my head high.
Well, that shouldn't be hard, should it? I mean, there's no brains weighing it down.
The way that we stopped them in Cable Street, working people, standing shoulder to shoulder. Now, as Councillor Wilkins has said, we'd like to compile a list of volunteers. I mean, people who are prepared to get involved to heckle these fascists, set up their own soapboxes and so deny prime positions to the enemy, or who can help in any other way to provide peaceful opposition to these scum. Come and give your names to Councillor Wilkins. Thank you.
Not much of a turnout.
From Little Acorns.
Yeah, but we'll have to do better than this.
How was I?
Oh, Harvey, you were great, really.
Not much of a turnout, though. I expect to see more of you. I mean, more Jewish people.
No,
here.
but it's Friday night.
Couldn't get the all any other time. I see some Jewish people go out on Fridays.
You know him? He looks like a gangster.
Well, appearances can be deceptive, but not in Monty's case.
Very nice speech, Councillor Moon.
Where were you?
At the back, keeping an eye.
Not much of a turnout.
I know. And two of them were black shirts.
Really?
Don't worry. They don't try nothing whilst I'm in attendance. This your girlfriend?
Frida Gottlieb. This is Monty Fish.
Hello.
Very nice. Where have you been hiding her art? Any relation to the bagel merchant?
Oh, yeah, he's my brother.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Don't see him here tonight.
Well, he's very orthodox.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. Sort of Jew stood praying in shore where the Nazis were burning them down.
Look, knock it off. Frida lost a lot of family.
Think she was the only one?
You and all.
Why so surprised? I'm Polish on my mother's side.
Oh, really?
Tell me something, Frida. I've always wanted to know. How do you put the holes in the bagels?
Well, thank you for coming. I hope I can rely on your support. Mind you, we're only interested in non-violent action.
Then I'm wasting my time. I'm only interested in bottling the bastards. See ya.
Not much of a turnout, Harvey.
Oh, don't you start.
Still, the fascists won't get much of an audience either. Not while this weather lasts.
So, Monty was your wife's lover, huh?
Got a way of putting things, hasn't you? Yeah, he was. Why?
No, no reason. I can see the attraction, though.
Whoa!
Oh, good afternoon, Veronica.
Oh, sorry I'm late, Mrs. Moon. I had to give the cat official respiration.
Well, I've heard some excuses in my time.
No, see, it fell in the bath. Well, it was muddy, right? So I've picked it up to wash it. The next thing
I don't think I really want to know, love.
We've got more staff than customers anyway. Oh, what's that?
It was the lights.
Here, we haven't had electric at this time of day for months.
Well, it is getting milder.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Someone just hit me on the head.
Surprised you felt it.
It was a drip, Janice.
Takes one to know one.
No, she's right. Look. Here, you better get your bucket.
Rita, it's coming over here.
Oh, we made it.
Mrs. Moon, where should I put my bucket?
On your head. I told you to put it on your head.
It's an annual dinner dance, just once a year.
I know what annual means, Eric.
Well, is it so much to ask? You should at least show your face.
You want to show my face? Take a photograph.
You know I'm a warden at the shul. It's embarrassing enough you don't join the ladies' guild.
So I can bake biscuits? But I didn't go to university so I can bake biscuits. You're the baker. You join the ladies' guild. Anyway, I've got better things to do with my time.
Yeah, like rolling around with that guy upstairs.
Now shut up, Eric.
Oh, is this a bad moment?
Yes.
But come in anyway, Harvey. We were just talking about you.
Something nice, I hope. Look, Eric, do me a favour, would you? Leave these in the synagogue where people can see them, if it's not too much trouble.
It is too much trouble.
But they're from the anti-fascist committee.
We don't need Gentiles to tell us how to be anti-fascist.
Eric still broigas with me, then?
Ah, you speak more Yiddish than I do.
Eric, can't we bury the hatchet?
But you're threatening me now?
You know what I mean.
Harvey, it is only out of respect for your mother that I haven't asked you to leave this house.
Oh, now, just a minute, Eric. This house belongs to me, too.
Look, Frida, leave this to me, will you? Look, I know you're a brother.
I know I'm her brother.
I'm married, I understand how you feel, but when I'm free, we'll do the decent thing.
Oh, you've already done the indecent thing.
Harvey, we haven't even spoken about marriage.
It's no good, Harvey. You just don't understand. You're not Jewish.
I know that.
It's not that I have anything against you.
I don't mind marrying in your church if it comes down to it.
Church? The Jewish religion is not just a building, it is a deep and profound faith. You don't convert simply by putting a yarmulke on your head. You have to study for years. You must commit yourself. You have to love the religion, not just the woman.
Ah, yes. So, finally we come round to the woman. I mean, no one has asked me if I want to marry. And no one has asked me if I want Harvey to convert.
Yeah, but I thought you and me were supposed to be...
Supposed to be what?
In love.
Yeah.
In love? What has that got to do with it?
What do you mean, what's that got to do with
Well, you're
it?
both arguing about me as though I were a piece of property.
I don't know. Maybe you should find yourself a nice Jewish boy.
Ah, you see? You scratch a goy, you find an anti-Semite.
Veronica, how can you read this magazine? It's really soppy.
What do you mean?
Well, it's all full up of weepy stories and knitting patterns. Why aren't girls interested in sport?
Because girls are romantic, Stanley. They're interested in men.
Well, Uncle Leo's got a greyhound, but he's still interested in Mum.
This is Moon about.
She's settling in a customer.
All right, is it?
Yeah, all done.
So what's the damage?
Well, your carpet's through, then your ceiling paper's peeling, then you've got a bit
Belt
of...
up, Norman.
Hey, Veronica, you and him ought to get together.
I wouldn't mind.
How much is it, then?
Afraid it's £2.15 a six.
Fuck at me.
Still £2.15 a six.
She fancy, she.
Oh, shut up, Stanley.
She ain't bad, is she, eh?
£2. 15 and sixpence, and I hope I don't have to call for you again. Oh, hello.
You seem to be very busy.
It's just the plumbers.
Can you fit me in?
No, I think so. Let me see.
How about 10:30 tomorrow morning, madam?
Stanley. This is my son, Stanley.
This is my daughter, Gloria.
Hello, Gloria.
Hello.
Gloria attends the Skinner's Company Grammar School for Girls.
Oh, really? Stanley attends St John the Baptist Church of England Grammar School for Boys. Would 10:30 tomorrow suit?
Marvellous. Mrs. Peller?
Yes. What would Madam like?
Well, actually, I rather favour a permanent wave.
I remember.
Yes. And then I thought perhaps a tint, because I just have the one or two blonde hairs.
Yes, of course. This is my head stylist, Janice.
They're all head stylists here, except for your Aries.
You know she'll have to sign a waiver.
A waiver?
You can't have a wave without a waiver.
It's in case all your hair falls out.
Thank you, Veronica. Would you go put the kettle on, please?
Yeah, then you can go boil your head.
Well, I must say, it doesn't inspire great confidence being asked to sign waivers.
Oh, I'm sure it's only a formality, and we can do without that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Moon, but Madam has got a very high colour.
It's a very bracing day.
And with respect, the lady's skin looks like the sort that could go all funny with the chemicals. But we can do you a skin test, and if it's OK after 48 hours...
48 hours? But it's the do tomorrow night. My husband's in the chair, the golf club.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Moon, but I'm not doing it without a waiver.
Oh, come on, Janice.
On your head be it.
No, a bit on your mum's head, though.
Well, I'm sorry.
Very well, I'll take my custom elsewhere. Come, Gloria.
I'll see you at the swimming bars then, all right?
Yeah. Gloria!
Well, thank you very much, Janice. I can afford to throw 30 bobs worth of business down the drain after the winter we've had, can't I?
I'm sorry, Rita, but I've been in the business long enough to know that woman had a tendency towards eczema.
Eczema? That's near Torquay, isn't it?
You're late, son.
Well, I popped downstairs, try and patch things up with Laughing Boy. I'd have done better banging my head against the nearest brick wall.
Come on then, it's getting cold.
What you doing here, son?
Uncle Leo got some last-minute tickets for the ballet, so he dropped us off here.
Your mum at the ballet, eh? Wonders will never see.
There's a bread and butter.
This is scrumptious, Nim. What is it?
Stuffed neck.
Ugh.
He just said it was scrumptious.
Frida had a bit extra to give away.
Oh, is this what Jews eat, then?
It's good, isn't it? I mean, you and Frida are as thick as thieves. I can't go downstairs without getting my head bitten off.
Hi, Dad.
Why is a crooked letter?
Yeah, Mum says that and all. Bloody daft.
I won't have that language at my table.
I'm sorry, Nan. Mind you, Dad, we're both in the same boat.
Huh?
Yep. You and Auntie Frida. Me and Gloria.
Who's Gloria?
Well, she's my sort of, well, you know, friend.
Since when?
Since she come into the saloon and I chatted her up.
Chatted her up.
Those long trousers gone to your head.
Only her mum had a barney with my mum, so now me and Gloria got to meet in secret. We're going swimming. Oh, Dad, you don't think she'll want me to kiss her, do you?
Well, you better shave, just in case.
What do you mean?
That ain't exactly the back row of the flex, is it?
Here, do you think Uncle Leo takes Mum up the back row at the ballet?
They don't have a back row at the ballet.
Oh, I shouldn't think so, son. He's far too highbrow.
What's wrong with his eyebrows?
I mean, he likes opera, stuff like that.
No, he likes football and all. He's a West Ham supporter.
Really?
Yeah, and he's got a greyhound. It's called Lucky Devil, and he's racing it on Saturday.
Gonna win, is he?
Yeah, you bet.
Maybe I will.
I thought you were supposed to be skint.
Well, that's what I could do with a little win. Don't look at me like that. You're not averse to a little flutter yourself.
Your granddad used to take me to the races, Stanley.
Do you think it'd cramp Leo's style if we showed up on Saturday?
Nah, of course not.
Right then, Duchess. Weather permitting, you and me are going at the dogs.
Oh.
Hello, Gloria.
Hello, Stanley.
Does your mum know?
No, she went out first thing to get her grey hairs dyed. She was ever so cross that your mum wouldn't do them. Are we going in the mix?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a date otherwise, would it?
Come on, you two.
Oh, no, I'll never go Dutch on a first date. 2 footprints, please. Excuse me, mister. How come it costs footprints to go in the mixed pool and only a penny to go in the boys?
Because you don't only use it for whittling with. Now, do you, sunshine?
Well, it's pretty slow considering this is our first proper Saturday for months.
Well, you can't expect train to pick up immediately.
No, particularly with you turning custom away.
You're not still on about that, are you?
Yeah.
Blimey, Mrs, what happened to you? I must see the manageress, please.
Mrs. Moon, you know that woman that came in before that Janice wouldn't do? Well, she's come back and she's been somewhere else and I think they've done her.
Blimey.
She looks like something out of an horror film.
Oh, my God.
Oh, can you help me, please?
What happened?
I went to CoverGirl on the Green.
Oh, Janice, can you come here a sec, love?
Oh, my God.
Do you think you can do anything, Jane?
I told you. Didn't they do a skin test?
There must be something.
I'm a hairdresser, not a skin doctor. It should clear up in a month or two.
A month? My husband slept in the spare bedroom last night.
Veronica, you make the lady a nice cup of tea.
1 lump or sugar.
No, look, love, there's no one in the salon. You come over here, sit down, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Come on.
Thank you so much. Of course, I should have listened to this young lady. Of course, I'm going to sue the owner of CoverGirl, do my damnedest to put them out of business.
You never signed a waiver, then?
I wasn't even asked. Oh, my God! Oh, God!
It's a nice cup of tea. You get that, Dania. That'll soon put you to rights.
Thank you.
There you are.
We should pick up a nice bit of business out of this by the time Madam Slag CoverGirl off to all and sundry and written to the local paper. Here, have you thought of writing to the local paper?
No, I hadn't. But I will. I certainly will.
You don't look too bad, you know.
Really?
Look, looks lovely with your scarf. Matches, doesn't it?
Right, I'll see you later then.
Indeed you will. Don't forget to bring your lucky rabbit's foot with you, will you?
Oh, yeah, that'll help your dog catch up with the air. I've got one of his feet in my pocket. Oh, can't he see we're closed? Some bloke in a fur coat.
That'll be Joshua.
Joshua?
Yes, he owns the other half of Lucky Devil.
Looks like he's wearing it.
Yeah, well, goodbye, Margaret.
Bye. Hello.
You're early.
Why? Are you ashamed of me?
You're not the most discreetly attired queen in Holborn, are you?
Put my bet on.
There you are. Here's yours, Mum.
Thrilling, isn't it? Here I stand as pleased as Punch over there.
Yes, you'll be fine. Don't worry, Stan.
But I've got to admit, you got yourself a good bloke there, Reed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're really serious about Leo, I mean, no mad rush, but perhaps we ought to start talking about, well, you know, a divorce.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because your Pauline Frida ain't getting no younger, is she?
He's really raring to go, isn't he, Dad?
Yeah, you've done a good job training him, son.
Enjoying yourself, ladies? I'm really sorry that Maggie couldn't come.
Actually, there's terrible sleep.
There goes the hair.
Sorry, everybody.
No, never mind. You ran very well.
Well, I better collect me winnings.
I'm afraid it lost, Tom.
Sorry, Fiddler's Bow was the dog in form.
Dad?
Really?
Yeah, you did.
Does that mean I've lost? Well, I'm just going to pop down the shops for your Sunday paper. You'll be all right.
Yeah, just make sure it's the pictorial, not that Sunday Dispatch you read.
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, it's bad enough getting duffed up by the fascists out reading one of the newspapers.
Well, you only look at a football page anyway. Oh, hello, love. What are you doing here? What's that?
Oh, I've just brought up a little soup, enough for two.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you.
How is he?
Oh, laying down the law as usual. I'm just going out to get him his daily worker.
Harvey, I've made you some soup.
I can manage solid food.
Now, don't snap at me. It wasn't I who assaulted you. So, have you decided to tell the police yet?
What's the point? There weren't no witnesses.
Yeah, but you know who did it. You're a counsellor. Surely what you say is
I
going...
could deal with it in my own way.
Oh, come on. You're in no state to deal with anything.
Don't know why you're so bothered.
Oh,
all
don't
of a
be
sudden.
stupid, Harvey, please.
Still, I've been knocked from here to the back of next week for the cause. Perhaps Eric will feel a bit more neighbourly, huh?
Well, what can I say? I told Eric you'd been beaten by the black shirts, and all he said was, that's what you get for meddling in other people's business. Oh. Oh, no, sorry.
Good morning, Madam Phyllis. Oh, hello, Maggie. Oh, my dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, look, if you just take it easy, I'm sure you'll be as right as rain in a...
So you told him you were still suffering from your monthly, then?
Well, I could hardly say I didn't want to go to work no more because I caught him and his mate having a snogging session, could I?
I know, love, but your period can't last forever.
But it's vile, Nan. I mean, men doing things with other men. But how can that sort of thing go on?
Well, perhaps he can't help it. I mean, it's like an illness, isn't it?
It's disgusting. And what's Mum doing going out with him?
I don't know. Beats me.
I don't understand any of it. All I know is I could never look him in the face again. I mean, what am I going to do?
Mind you, if they get found out, they're put in prison.
Do you think I should tell Mum?
I think that's a bit hard, locking them away, seeing as how some of them can't help it. I mean, I reckon ought to just castrate them instead for their own good.
Hello. Hello, man. Should you be at work?
No, she's still suffering from a, you know what.
Do I?
Where have you been, then?
Just to see a man about a dog.
Thought you'd have had it up to here with dogs. Still a little bit rough, Dad.
Well, things will be a bit different at the rematch.
Oh, what you cooking up, Harvey?
Never you mind. Any tea in the pot?
Oh, I'll get another cup.
Max, come here. You wouldn't come all the way up to Hackney just for a cup of tea, would you? What's up?
It's not that, Dad. It's just...
Well, fire away.
I don't know how to tell you.
Look, if you're in any sort of trouble, I mean, there's nothing you can say that would shock me. I've been around. Come on, what is it?
She just found out that Leo's a Nancy.
What?
Bloody hell! He's only been taking Stanley up the park with that greyhound.
I'll be with you when I could blossom tried. I'll be with you to change your name to mine.
You still playing the wounded soldier? Shouldn't you be at work?
Thanks for the sympathy, Rita.
Well, it's just as well you're showing anyway, because Stan's ever so miserable.
Why?
Because he really wants to go on that school trip, of course.
Oh, yeah, that I thought he wasn't that bothered.
Ah, that was before he found out his girlfriend's school was going.
I don't mind him having girlfriends. I hope he does have girlfriends. Girlfriends are fine by me.
Don't change the subject. Compton's offer still stands till the end of the week.
Look, I'll fork out, all right?
Well, if you're short, Leo will always put his hand in his pocket.
Yeah, and Stanley's. Look, I think you'd better sit down, right?
I haven't got time to sit down now. I've got my housework to do. Come on, what's the big mystery?
All right. Maggie caught your boyfriend with his boyfriend.
Oh, blimey. Maggie. Does Leo know she saw her?
You'll know when I get hold of him. I mean, must come as a bit of a choker for you, Rita, but Leo is as queer as a 9-bob note.
I know.
That's why Maggie couldn't come up to... I mean, you know.
I've known for ages.
I don't know. How can you go out with him?
Oh, do me a favour, Harvey, because we enjoy each other's company. Look, Leo and me are real mates. He's always come through for me. He's never let me down.
But how could you let him go up the park with Stanley?
Oh, Harvey, you don't honestly think that, do you?
Hello? Anyone home? Oh,
what you doing here?
I just popped round to see how Margaret was.
There's nothing wrong with Maggie. There's only one thing that's making her sick. I mean, I don't understand. Why you lot? I mean, usually your type gets beaten up in the bogs, isn't it?
Harvey, you wash your mouth out.
But I don't care what you get up to. Just stay away from my boy, all right?
Maggie saw you kissing Santa Claus. Told her dad.
Yeah, and I'm telling you. I mean, it's good what you put the boy's way, innit? If it ain't gangsters, it's this. An ordinary, decent, straightforward bloke's no bleeding good for you, is he? Well, my wife may get some perverted pleasure out of hanging about with queers, but if you've laid a finger on my boy...
I suppose, Harvey, you consider yourself a thoroughgoing heterosexual.
You've got no right to insult me.
For God's sake, a heterosexual is someone exclusively attracted to the opposite sex.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm normal, don't I?
So you like women?
Yeah, right.
Then tell me, for God's sake, how many 12-year-old girls have you molested this month?
Hey!
It's all right, Rita, I can deal with him.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting precisely what you're suggesting.
No, you ain't.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm simply pointing out to you that just because my sexual orientation is towards other men, it doesn't make me a slavering monster who interferes with young boys.
I told him, Leo.
I mean, I find the whole idea utter...
I did tell him.
Well, you ain't got no kids.
No, I haven't.
I don't know what it's like.
No, I don't. And I bitterly regret the fact that I'm unlikely to have children of my own. Look, I think I'd better go.
No, you stay here.
Is it because you want people to think you're normal? I mean, that's what Maggie reckons.
Maggie is quite wrong.
Look, I'm a bit out of my depth here. Why'd you go out with Rhea?
Oh, Tar!
You woke me with that rubbish.
Oh, you always wake at this time.
Yeah, but not to that. What's wrong with Mozart?
Look, Cole Porter is better than an alarm clock, no?
You can play such beautiful things. Wait, I don't always wake at this time anyway. I could have had another hour at least. What is to eat?
I don't know.
Wonderful housemaker. What a catch.
So Harvey doesn't eat a lot.
Harvey. The worst day in my life. The day I rented him those rooms.
Really? Well, the worst day in my life was the day Hitler marched into Vienna. But, of course, you were already in England, where all these despicable Gentiles allowed you to buy a house, start a business, go to shul on Shabbos, and kvetch every day of your boring life. Oh, go on, hit me. Then you won't have to worry about the men I see because you won't see me again.
Frida, there are just two of us left from a whole family. Why must we make each other so unhappy?
Oh, listen, Eric, please, this has got to stop. You're religious, I'm not. You must accept this. I can be happy, Eric, but for you, I can only be happy with what, a rabbi? And this will never be.
An ordinary Jewish mensch. That is all I ask. He doesn't have to be a saint. Just give your own people a chance.
Suppose I did meet a Jewish man I liked and you didn't like him.
If he's Jewish, I love him.
And hundreds of our black shirt comrades fought and died for our British Empire. I myself am proud to wear my campaign medals before you today.
What you got, the Iron Cross?
No, it was not us who were the traitors.
Hitler, he only had one vote. Stirring, but very small. Himmler.
Communists.
Very similar.
It was the bankers.
How many you got, Sunshine?
And it was the international speculators.
Go on, Eddie! Come on! Let's see what's on! Come here! Here they are!
No, Solly. That's Councillor Moon.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on to the hour. See them, mate?
Monty, it's the police!
Some of those coppers could be kosher, Harvey. I mean, they might give us hand. I mean, you see, you have to fight with your principles. You know what I mean?
Get in!
So you reckon I could still work for him then and feel safe?
Well, if he's a Nancy, the one thing you will be is safe.
Oh, that's good, then, because I really like Leo, and I mean, where am I going to get another job like that?
Oh, we were just starting tea without you.
Had a bit of unfinished business to attend to. You still here, Max?
Well, I can't go and face Mum about Leo, can I?
Leo? Oh, yeah, well, that's all sorted out.
Warned him off, have you, Harvey?
Did you tell Mum?
Well, he turned out to be all right after all.
Really?
What about all that kissing?
Oh, yeah, funny, really.
Funny?
Yeah, explain all that. Masonic ritual.
What?
He's a Freemason.
How do you know?
I know. They're a sort of secret society. They look out for one another, help each other out in business. They have all these peculiar ways.
Sounds Jewish to me.
Well, a lot of them are. Anyway, Mags, what you saw, that was just their special greeting.
I thought that was a handshake.
Mum.
So I won't get into trouble for bunking off, then?
All that's taken care of.
Well, it can't have taken you all day to sort out Leo.
Well, I had a little matter with the bastards who beat me up.
You've been fighting again.
With a little help from Monty and his mob.
Since when have you and Monty been mates?
Well, we ain't really. I mean, I wouldn't exactly choose to socialise with him.
No, but you'll owe him a favour now. Oh, hello, love. You come for your saucepan? Oh, that was a lovely drop of soup.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Hello, stranger.
Harvey, there was a telephone call for you just now.
Oh, right, I'll come down.
No, he couldn't hold on. He just left a message.
Who?
Mr. Fish.
Monty.
He's at Hackney. I think he said Nick, and he would be obliged if you would come and bail him out, or else.
I told you.
It's not much, but it's cosy.
You're right. It's not much.
It's one thing you go in his bail. You didn't have to bring him home, did you? He's eating half tomorrow's tea.
Mum, if Monty don't show in court on Thursday, I'll be down 50 nigger I ain't got. Besides, Frida wants to introduce him to Eric.
Why? Can't see them two hitting it off.
Why not? He's kosher.
Oh, Eric, will you go?
What, you're expecting somebody?
Why do you think I'm getting ready?
Hello, beautiful. Here, you're not beautiful. You must be Eric. Where is she, eh? Upstairs or down? Never mind, I'll try down. I can't stand heights.
Just a minute.
Frida. Dolly. Oh, Cadita.
Eric, this is Monty Fish. We are going out for a drink.
Yeah, we've already met. Mr. G, you got a lovely daughter.
She's my sister.
And you worry too much.
That's true.
So why isn't she married? Why aren't you married? Come to think of it, why aren't I married? Say, will you marry me? Have you got any money? Answer the second question first.
What is he talking about?
Oh, that was his Groucho.
It's what?
Mr. Gottlieb, I've always wanted to know, how do you put the holes in the bagels?
You don't. To make a bagel, you just take a piece
Eric,
of dough.
Monty was joking.
Here, you're one of the wardens down at the Shul, am I right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen you there.
Me? My best day down at Markets is a Saturday. Here, come on, Bubbler. Got to get a move on. Eric, you're welcome to come too. A few pints, bit of an ease up, and then a poker school over at Holloway, eh? Hey.
Oh, no, Monty. Eric works at nights, the bakery.
Of course, I forgot it. Does that mean that you and me are going to be alone together? Here, all night? Why didn't you tell me I'd have brought my pyjamas? Come here.
You're my sugar now.
I'm only kidding, Eric. Here, any chance of a scotch before we go? All right, the sort of Jews who only keep Shabbos wine in the house.
Wait, is this your idea of a joke?
What, you want a joke, Eric? Here, I've got a joke for you. You'll love this. It's right up your street. Here, there's these two Yiddish boys, see? Austrian, and they're about to be shot by the Germans. And a Nazi officer says, "Any last requests?" And Jaime said, "I would like a blindfold, please." And Shlomo says, "No, Jaime, don't make trouble."
Very funny, very funny.
No? Here, I better make a bit of room for the beer before we go, know what I mean?
No, that's the kitchen.
Yeah. I was going to say, I've never seen one with taps on before. I've just remembered. You've got an old pal of mine living upstairs, haven't you? Harvey Moon. I used to knock about with his missus. Used to knock each other about and all. Course, swammers. You must be on Harvey's anti-fascist committee.
Oh, no. Eric doesn't believe in getting involved.
Oh, you aren't at the type, yeah. Anyway, where's the...
It's on the landing. You can't miss it.
I'm a good shot. Anyway, I always lift the seat.
It's a friend of Harvey's, all right.
He's Jewish, Eric.
Yeah, I noticed.
You said he didn't have to be a saint.
Yeah, but he's a lunatic. Does he always carry on like that?
No, I believe tonight he's making a special effort to behave.
And you're going out with him?
Well, Eric, I'm only trying to please you, but if you don't like him...
I only want what is best for you.
So you don't want me to bring him to the dinner dance on Sunday?
What? God forbid!
Eric, I'm not going without a partner.
How'd you get the holes in bagels?
No, you take a piece of dough, you roll it round, you wipe the... Anyway, I think I've done enough damage, eh?
You're a couple of liberty takers, you two.
Freddie's idea.
Yeah, I just gave it a Monty Fish personal touch. Anyway, either way, the score is now 2-1 to me.
What score?
In favours. Yeah, but don't worry, because I'm now going to give you the opportunity to equalise.
He's after something.
You're right, Bubba, because if there's one place I don't intend to be Thursday morning, it's Shoreditch Magistrates Court. You say the Channel Islands are lovely this time of the year.
What about the bail?
What bail?
What bail?
What? Take that barge, lift that bail. Look, he's gone pale. He's gone white on you and all. I'm only joking, you schmerel. Here you go. Look, no, honest. Look, I've got it all here for you. Look, here we go. Look there. It's 50 for the big, right? But I'm afraid I'm going to have to stand Frida up tonight. So take her somewhere a brother would approve of. A cartoon or something. And don't forget to invite me to the wedding. And me or you. You know, I could eat it and have enough left for sandwiches.
She's got away with him. How much she take you?
£5.
Got money to burn.
Oh, where it? Here. Is it true if you save up half a dozen ells, you get a free bagel?
Hello, Eric. What's up now?
Nothing. I just wondered whether you would like 2 tickets for a dinner dance.